like if the final four is really like Rizzo, Savannah, Sophie, and Nate, it's like, well, that's a kind of like, you know, that just means that like one alliance just runs the show, which like I feel like that's kind of a lame ending for what Jeff says, like a crazy end game. It's like, is it really crazy if like an entire like alliance that's been together since like the post swap, like just makes it to the end together? It's Sophie versus Sophie. I mean, that'd be funny. Yeah, how are they gonna handle that next episode with the Sophies? They're just not gonna bother, or what? Like, are they gonna start doing Sophie B, Sophie S, or what? Yeah, I think it's... I assume that's what they're gonna do, right? With Expedition 33? Like, I feel like that's the way you have to do a sequel. It's like, I feel like it has to be, like, with one of the other factions. Because, like, it's very... Like, I don't know how you continue this story. Especially considering, like, the different endings that can happen. It's like, I feel like it'd be weird to, like, just do a full-on continuation to this. Like, I feel like you could do a sequel in the same world and then, like, have, like, some, like, connective tissues to, like, to Clea and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like it would be very difficult to do, like, a full-on sequel with, like, Alicia and, like, her family as, like, major characters. Yeah, it's like, because, like, Jeff talked about it on Fire. It's like, yeah, when people have the same name, that's something we're really taking into consideration. It's like we have to find a way to differentiate them. But it's like, it's weird because, like, you didn't. And, like, they're both at the merge now.
Area cleared.
Imagine they made the sequel take place in the bad ending. I mean, I think it would be funny, actually. It's like, I think it's like, the endings are just weird to me. It's like, I talked about the at the end of the, when I finished it, but like, it's like this spot where like, and again, I don't think it needs to be good. Like, it's like, good's not the right term. Like, satisfying, I think is the right, probably more of the right term. But it's like, both endings are like, are ones that don't feel like complete, in a way. Where like, I feel like Alicia doesn't develop in the way that you would ideally want, but I think that adds to like kind of the tragedy of it. Steven could be fire making loser. Yeah, like Steven, I feel like is, if not the Hina that makes it the furthest, then at least is probably like, he's definitely the most important Hina. Like, he's the only Hina that they care about in the edit. So it's like, it's either he's the one that makes it the furthest, or he's like the biggest player that is like the recipient of like the biggest blindside of the season.
Misaki, come in.
Yeah, I get that. Which, it's like both ending, like, it's like one ending is like her being forced out of that, and then starts to heal because she was forced out of it. Or like the other ending is, which again, I guess spoiler for Expedition 33, but like the other ending is like her like sticking with it and starting to like lose herself because of it. So I think like both endings like have merit to it. Like, obviously one's a lot more tragic than the other, but even in the like the good ending, it's one where like it's not like she comes to that conclusion on her own. It's like it's a spot where like she's forced into that. When fire making is Jawan versus Savannah, I mean, at least that'd be a fun storyline. I doubt it, but it would be fun if it culminated in that. Must 49 be the worst New Era season? I mean, it's on pace to be. Isn't known why the 15 medevac happens, or is still secret. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I don't know in terms of like, does it happen at a challenge or that sort of thing? Yeah, we don't know. I don't think. I would suspect it happens at a challenge. Like, I feel like it's fairly difficult to get injury that bad just around camp. Like, unless you're doing what Matthew 44 did, and for some reason like climbing a fucking rock or whatever. Like, I feel like it's fairly difficult to like get that injured. Just like around camp. So like I feel like it has to be through a challenge.
You're mine.
But even then, I don't even know how he would injure it that bad. Like, did he like fall off something and like land on his leg or what? Like, did he just like fall weird? There's the snake comes back. I mean, like, it's not like a snake bite injury though. Like, we know what the injury is. Like, we've seen him in the cast and everything. It's not. It's like, like, it's definitely the type of thing that he would get from like, I don't know, from like landing on his leg weird or something of that nature. Yeah, what if it is like production being incompetent? At least in being medevac. That'd be pretty fucked. I think part of it is that Alicia has spent 16 years from her perspective in this world and with these people, so it's hard to lose everything all over again. Yeah. Yeah, like to her, this is like her, like, new, like, family. If it was an ACL, it's a sudden movement in the knee. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah. So it probably it's just like him like landing on something weird. Right, that's the same injury that like isn't that the same injury that James Clement had in Here's the Villains? Which that was like him just like landing on his like leg weirdly and Schmergen ball, right? You're knowing that Rizzo will likely be a top 50 player. I mean, yeah. It'd be kind of insane when like Rizgod ends up being a better player than Savannah. Oh yeah, Lex stream time goes by, which that'll be, I guess, like good for how awake I am during stream. Because I'll be honest, I'm really fucking tired right now. Which still try to end stream around the same time. I know I fucked it up before, where like I end up like still streaming until like 4 o'clock or something, like after time changes. But I'll probably still try to end the same time my time, like time wise. Cool. Yeah, my sleep schedule is so fucked right now to where we'll see what happens after time changes. I think my ideal would be at least break even and stay the same. Like, I'd stay the same as in like because like nowadays I'm like at earliest going to sleep at 4. If I can make that 3 instead, that'd be cool. And like not go sleep at the new 4 o'clock, like that'll be even more fucked. But we'll see. I'll include Stephanie clip when introducing every player. Which are we done with the 50 video? Like 50 review, or are we talking about the room mill video or what? I was thinking with the 50 review of using a clip from each player, like something related to them. Stephanie video, like the Stephanie Eliza video, will be used like throughout. I was thinking with like introductions, like essentially, I think I would try to do what I was thinking about doing for BB27, but didn't have time to do because I didn't plan it ahead. But like, yeah, I said this before with BB27. Like, if I had time, if I had more time and I thought about it from the beginning of the season, I would have been like, and I'll probably do this for 28 at this point, but I'll probably like save clips, like save like my favorite clip of each player and use that during their introduction. I'll probably do something similar to that for 50. Yeah, obviously that's something I obviously needs to make the video. Again, that stuff I'm mostly gonna avoid, unless there's a point where like it out of context like works for some reason. But I was thinking about like after every eliminated player using the bitch you're never gonna win. I guess like except for Kyle and D, I guess. But like if a non-winner gets voted out, I think I use that clip. No, just in general I was talking about. Actually, I think I'm inclined to pick something preseason for the 50 review we're talking about, when players are introduced. Doesn't have to be though, I don't think. Like with Emily, it's like I'd be willing to use like the Dwight clip. Oh, I forgot, but that's what I was gonna do. Now I think about it. I remember. Okay, I remember what I had in my head earlier when I was thinking. Okay, yeah. It was a way to use the Emily clips in the room mill video. Because at the end of one of our fights. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I probably should just watch a normal playthrough of the fight. Because, yeah, probably, like, things probably flow a lot better. If I'm not killing him in, like, 2 hits. Kind of glad the rest of the season isn't spoiled except for Final 3. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe it'll be more fun because of that. Like, obviously makes it feel less, like, obvious who exactly is going home. Where I do think there are, like, a decent amount of options for next episode. I hope Emily convinced Coach to play Blood in the Clock Tower. That would be insane. Get Emily's vote for D winning. Yeah, that'd be a funny line. What was the exact line again? It's like, I remember it was like something like, don't give Austin like a cent of it or something. Some of the axons. Yeah, I saw the one where like he calls like Serene, is that what the name was? To heal him, but like yeah, obviously it doesn't like lead to anything on when I play it, so. I think Edgic Y, Sage, or Jawan are next. Yeah, like I think Sage feels right to me. But Jawan also actually does feel, because it could definitely be like I could definitely see like the rivalry with Savannah like kind of culminating at the merge. Sage leaving will be tragic. I agree. Genuinely, I think Sage is my favorite like player to watch on this season. Juan kind of feels like charity. Yeah, I could see that actually. Yeah, we've gotten like so much negativity from him that feels like set up to a like a merge boot sort of situation.
Finally regained connection. Where the hell did you go?
Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, the more I actually feel like I probably would have Jawan as the most likely.
To the underworld, I presume. A world completely different from our own. Home to the fiends.
Sage for 54. I'd love to see it. Generally, who's the most likely returnee for 54? Like from this cast, I assume it's probably Sophie B, right?
Find another portal to the other side.
Like I think Sophie B, Alex, potentially Sage. Like, or just doing a Rizzo again. I can't wait for Rizzo to be losing finalists on 54. But yeah, I think Sophie B is the most likely though. Especially if she makes it to the end, and if her edit like stays the way it is, like I feel like Sophie B is like seemingly the favorite to play again. Oh yeah, I forgot about Jake, but who wants to see that though? Oh yeah, I forgot about Steven, yeah. They seem to like Steven too. Like generally of the people that are left in the game, I think the only ones that have like a no chance are what, like Sophie S and MC. I think everyone else has at least a chance of coming back. I'm blanking on like who's left from yellow. It's Steven, MC, Sophie S. Oh, and Christina. I guess Christina also is like Christina's a weird one where like I thought Christina was gonna be such a big character on this season, yet she's just like so nothing. Or like she got like such a good introduction that's like it's weird that it just like leads to nothing. Like, I think Christina's someone that they clearly liked pre-season. It's just that, like, yeah, like, she hasn't done anything on the show. So, like, I assume she has no shot. It's just on the bottom. Right now, I have her at 3. But I can see a world where I put her below Jason. I do think she played post-swap pretty poorly. But she was swapped through to be an S-swap to begin with, but... But like, she was at least in a good position on her original tribe, so it's just that. Oh, he's over here. No, we're merging next week. Mike Bloom says she'd be in next 3. Yeah, I mean, like from her like she was great in her interviews. Like she really did seem like this very like vibrant personality. So she did feel like the second coming to Suri. But then, like, yeah, she just is kind of irrelevant to the season now. Might come down to if we learn Jawan almost stayed, or Jason almost stayed over Jawan. I don't believe that's the case. So, like, based on, oh yeah, we haven't talked about this too. So, what's weird, edit-wise, is that supposedly, Jason was like, so the way that like Savannah was portrayed in that episode was that it's like, for her, it was like Jawan or Jason, whatever. It seems like the reality is that she was always seemingly anti Jason and was like actively trying to trick him into like not playing a shot in the dark and all that. And like he was like she was very involved in that, in this like plot to like not get him to play a shot in the dark. Which is like weird that they edited it the way that they did, if that's the case. Where like it feels like a spot where he could have given her like a lot of credit for that, but instead you like show her as like, oh, I want Jawan out. Did they just backtrack? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, that's also a weird thing too, that Savannah and Rizzo, despite being a duo, are not given that much. Like really, we saw more of Savannah and Sophie than we saw of Savannah and Rizzo. Yeah, those are definitely things that, like, straight up, I think if I wasn't spoiled, I think there definitely would be doubts here on Savannah. Just because, like, I think there definitely is, like, some, like, Jesse kind of, like, potential there for Savannah. Of the, like, you should have one person. More so than, like, definitively the winner. I mean, Savannah would still be at the top. But, like, I think it'd probably be, like, closer between her and, like, Sophie B. I don't even know who is 3 right now. I don't even remember.
Can't catch it.
Yeah, I can definitely see, the Omer, Jesse sort of comparisons, yeah. Because, yeah, the relationship, like, it's weird because, like, we're getting her relationships, but, like, it feels like the setup to them are like, fairly shallow. Then we are getting a lot of personal content from her in terms of, like, her occupation and a lot of, like, strategic insight from her. But, yeah, it definitely is a spot where, like, it probably comes off shallower than what it should. But then again, I feel like almost everyone's edit on this season is like, fairly shallow. Yeah, Sophie B, like, again, I think Sophie B, like, is likely to be on the future season. Like, it seems like with 50, they had, like, a specific idea in mind for who they wanted back from 49. But, yeah, Sophie B feels like a very viable returnee. Is this the same tweet or is this a different one? The Paul tweet? Oh, yeah, we already talked about this, which, insane. I play knowledge power on Rizzo. He pulls out his second idol. I mean, that'll be what makes this endgame crazy. Just making sure it is still here. I don't think it's a boring cast. It's just like, I don't know. I think it's like missing like a star. Which I think is what's harming it for me. It's a lot of like backup characters, in my opinion. Like secondary characters. Like it's a lot of people that like, I think if they were like the second like most important character or whatever, they're fine. But the fact that like it just feels like a season of no like primary. Like the fact that Savannah has the most confessionals on this season feels kind of egregious. And Nicole, I mean, yeah, is Nicole the best character of the season? I generally Sage is the best character of the season, but like, well, Sage and probably Savannah, or no, for Sage and Shannon. I mean, I did find it ridiculous the fact that we got him in confessional saying R-I-Z-G-O-D, Rizgod Davy, like while wearing the fucking scuba mask. Shoe Bandit? Yeah, thank God. What an iconic moment that is. Is Jake their person? They're like, oh my God, this is the star of the cast. It's Jake. I should edit in me saying every time. I think I'm just gonna include the clip. Is what I was planning on doing. Like every single time I say Rizzo, I actually I don't know, how should I do it? Yeah, I'm definitely doing something for Rizzo, but yeah, how exactly should I do it? So I include the clip of him saying it. Should I call him Rizzo or should I call him Riz God every time I call him? Like whenever I say his name. Dude, I'm so tired. All right, sure. I think I'm probably gonna end in a second here. Try and get to like a spot that feels natural. I think that's a safe one, right?